There are two big exercises for this course. So after the introduction in the last few videos, today I want to explain the first big exercise. So remember that last two classes ago, okay, not last class, but 2 classes ago, we considered competition. So there is 2 manufacturers, M1 and M2, and they decide on the price to compete with the customers. And then we have a supply chain number 1, which consists of just M1 have an integrated channel. That means the distributor, the retailer, all belongs to M1. We also have supply chain number 2, also integrated channel, where the manufacturer, the distributor, and the retailer all belongs to M2. Let's say if the production cost is always 0. 2 classes ago, we considered a case where the two retail prices are decided simultaneously. So this is what we have done 2 classes ago. Let's consider another possibility. So the M1 and M2 have a decentralized channel. What does it mean? So M1 sell the product to a retailer number 1, and the retailer number 1 sell the product to the customers at P1. Same thing, M2 sell a product to R2, retailer number 2, and the retailer number 2 sell the product to customer at P2. Let's say the production costs are 0. So C1 equals to C2 equals to 0. So the game sequence that we have is that in the early stage, manufacturer 1 decides on W1 and manufacturer 2 decides on W2 simultaneously. Afterward, the retailer number 1 decides P1 and retailer number 2 decides on P2 simultaneously. So this is a 2-tier supply chain, very similar to our third exercise, the third video. The difference is that now we consider competition. We also have a possibility where supply chain number 1 is integrated channel, while supply chain number 2 is a decentralized channel. What it meant is that manufacturer 1 have a 0 production cost and then sell the product to customer at P1. Manufacturer 2 have 0 production cost, sell the product to retailer number 2 at W2. And then retailer 2 sell the product to customer as price P2. So supply chain number 1 is integrated while supply chain number 2 is decentralized. As you can expect, we have the opposite situation where supply chain number 1 is decentralized and supply chain number 2 is integrated. So that means manufacturer 1 sell the product to retailer number 1 at price W1, and the retailer number 1 sell the product to customer at P1. Manufacturer 2 sell the product to customer directly at P2. So we have 4 different possibilities. So if I have to write down the 4 possibilities, we have a 2x2 matrix. So firm 1 will choose either integrated or decentralized. Firm 2 can either have integrated or decentralized. So when firm 1 and firm 2 both choose integrated, then we have the top left square. If firm 1 and firm 2 both choose decentralized, we have the lower right square. If firm 1 choose integrated and firm 2 choose decentralized, we have the top right square. While if firm 1 choose decentralized, firm 2 choose integrated, we have the lower left square. What I want you to do is to derive the answer for all 4 square. We actually have done the top left, which is integrated in the top left. So therefore, what you have to do is to find out the answer for the other 3 squares. So there are 4 possibilities, and please use the game sequence that I explained to you earlier.